building a blog, an e-commerce site with item descriptions, or a page for a local business in your neighborhood, most of the useful text content that you create will be in paragraph form. I already have some basic HTML written here, where I have a large heading that says polar bear and a slightly smaller heading that says naming and etymology. I also have what look to be paragraphs, right? Like here's a big chunk of text, here's a blank line, and a new chunk of text, starting with because. However, if you look at the HTML itself, this because is just in the middle of an enormous section of text. It doesn't actually appear on its own new line the way it looks like it would do from the code. Now let's look at the actual Wikipedia article on polar bears, because that's where I got this text from. Indeed, it looks like because should appear on its own new line as a separate paragraph. In HTML, you need to create paragraph elements yourself. Simply writing text and having a blank line in between, like on line 6 here, is not enough for your text to be broken down into different paragraphs. Create a paragraph in HTML using a tag that is simply a P for paragraph. You'll have a less than sign to open the tag as usual, a P, which means paragraph, and a greater than sign to close this tag. As usual, we also need a closing tag, which is exactly the same as the opening tag, except for it has a / after the less than sign. Now this from Wikipedia appears on its own line. If I go through and I add P opening and closing tags around every paragraph, I should see that the text does get broken down onto new lines, as I would hope from any normal paragraph. Now this because is not just lost in the middle of a giant section of text. You'll create a lot of paragraphs in HTML, so you should make sure to get used to this friendly little P tag. I'll go through and add paragraph tags around each paragraph that I need. And this content structure already makes way more sense as a group.